take the chill out of winter, but still look cute. Here with 3 ways to amp up your style is Sarah Lund. Sarah, of course, is international artistic team member with Kevin Murphy,
Yes.
and we want to talk a little bit about keeping warm, but still having beautiful hair. You shouldn't have to sacrifice your style.
No, we can have it all.
That's right, but like your mom says, put on your hat. You got to wear your hat.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? We've got Maria here, our first model.
Perfect. So I think, a key is just depending and being conscious of, like, is it a windy day or is it not a windy day? So if we're looking at a particularly windy day, I think it's a good idea to have a little loose braid or something like that, just to keep the hair intact from not blowing all over the place, especially if you're walking around somewhere.
Yes.
So even a loose braid, because she can go back inside and actually take the braid out and have a nice little texture to her hair, like when she gets to work or wherever it is that she's going.
True.
And then, of course, I always like to leave a couple little loose bits for face framing around the face as well. So I like having it contained if we're going to wear like a stocking cap or something like that.
Okay, so just try and think about doing a braid, something that's going to be a little bit more sort of all-in-one, so that when you throw that hat on, you take it off, you don't have the dreaded hat head.
Yes, everything's a bit more contained and pulled together for you.
Okay, very nice. Okay, let's move on to Muna now. So she's got textured hair.
Yes.
So maybe she stays away from the hats completely and goes with earmuffs.
Absolutely. I think anytime when you're trying to have some volume in the hair and you put something and pull something down tight over the top of it, you're not going to come back from it.
That's right.
So
it's not going to end well.
It's not going to end well.
Right.
So these big, I love that earmuffs are in, and we're seeing those things. So these big fuzzy ones look so fantastic on Muna.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of just put it on, and then we can pull out some little bits around the face just to make sure that we're, again, still stylish and still looking great.
Oh, that's nice.
But then we have no sacrifice. We're not sacrificing her style at all. She'll be able to pop them off as soon as she gets inside and still look fantastic.
And there's nothing else she needs to do with her hair to prep it sort of this time of year in the winter, the cold months?
I think just generally speaking in the winter, we all need hydration in our hair, like everything with the heaters, and we're locking a lot of moisture in the air. So hydrating products and masks and things like that are our best friend this time of year.
So for my textured ladies out there, the amount of thinking that has to go into almost everything you do. My daughter has enough hair for 10 heads.
Yes.
And so she likes to roller skate, so you have to wear a helmet. Oh. Do you know what we have to do with her hair to get her hair in a helmet? Yes. Like, you really have to think about it ahead of time. She can't have 2 ponytails or anything, so it just takes a little bit of thought to think about it ahead of time so your hair still looks good when you get where you're going.
Absolutely.
Okay, we ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's go to Jan. So Jan has got, mid-length bob. Are we putting a hat on her head?
We're putting a hat on her head.
Okay.
So I also love having the option of wearing a hat that you don't have to take off.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So something, I love that we're seeing berets. We're seeing them on the runway. We're seeing them in places. So having a little beret is such a cute way to keep ourselves warm. But then, of course, she could just wear this all day. Like, it's an outfit. It looks fantastic.
Totally, she could.
So I also really love a beret because I think it looks fantastic with any length of hair.
True.
So a short little pixie, you can put the beret on, and we're still going to see some hair coming out around the hat. So it's still going to look really good and stylish.
Okay, so she's hydrated, she's ready to go, she has her hat on. Hopefully she's keeping it on all day. If she's not keeping it on all day, is there anything she needs to do to make sure she doesn't have hat head?
Yes. A couple of things that you can do in your bag or something like that, keeping like a little powder product. So they make those little volumizing powders.
Yes.
So she could take the hat off, run quick to the ladies' room, pop a little bit of that powder on her hair, give it a zhuzh, and she'll be good to go.
Nice. Okay, thank you for those tips, because you want to be warm, you want to look good.